Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips tutorials brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Custom Tutorials Group. And let's jump right in with today's poster. I want us to know how to color this graphic image of the Carol Bears. Since whoever drew this didn't close all the edges, as you can see right up here it's not closed, and down here it's not closed up, then what happens is if you try to color one piece, it's going to color almost everything. And I'll give you an example. Let's go to the color palette and pick something like, let's say light blue, and take the paint bucket. Let's color the background blue and see what happens. Everything is chosen here, and that's not good. The reason why that happens is because all these little portions here that are open to everything that touches any portion of the photo. So what you have to do is close up all those little portions. Then you can color everything independently. How are you going to do that? You want to close these up, but if you look really close, you can see there's something else going on here. If I go to Enhance, Lighting, Brightness, and Contrast, if I bring the brightness down, watch what happens. It's showing us all this fuzz around here. We want to get rid of that by bringing the contrast really, really high. And what I'm noticing is that it's not bringing it high enough just alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first invert the picture by holding down the Control I. And you might be able to still see a few of those little pixelations going on. So then what I would do is go to Enhance, Lighting, Brightness, and Contrast, then bring the contrast, then bring the brightness all the way up like this, and then bring the contrast all the way up. And you can see we got rid of most of those jaggies. Maybe bring the brightness down just a tad, and I'll hit OK. I'll go back to see the whole photo, and it looks a lot sharper and thicker. I'll go ahead and invert again by holding the Control I, and that inverts the photo back to what it was before. But now all the lines are much thicker and stronger. And now we can just close up all the little open parts on our image. So if we go to the eyedropper tool and pick this color here, which should be black, we'll click on the color palette to see where it's at right there, 000. It's pure black. So let's go ahead and grab a brush. If we grab this brush here and try to draw with it, you're going to see what happens is those edges are just too pixelized. So that's the wrong brush. But I think what we need to do is grab the pencil brush, and now it's going to be a lot thicker and stronger on the edges. Obviously that's too thick, so let's bring this down to, I don't know, let's say 2 pixels instead of 25 pixels and try that. See, that's a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and undo that, and then just go ahead and go around your image and close up anywhere that it needs to be closed up. Let's start out right around here and basically just draw this all the way across like that and make sure it comes up to that end. That closes that portion. We'll go ahead and close this portion here, close this portion here, and what happens is it leaves us, we'll go ahead and close this while we're at it, with an image that is fully enclosed. So now whatever's in here won't affect what's in the other portions. Let's go ahead and grab and fix this portion here. What we're going to do is close up this right here. This is the ear. And go ahead and close up down here like this. Maybe come down here and close up the little paw here. And I'll show you for an example. If we go to the color palette and grab this color, go to the paint bucket and paint that paw in. Now you see it stays within the paw and it doesn't go beyond what we want. So let's go ahead and do the same thing with all the other portions. And once you're pretty sure that you've closed up all the little loose ends that on the edges of each character, then you can start filling them all in. For instance, we'll go ahead and grab the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to paint all of their hands with the paint bucket, and this will be just like that. Easy peasy. I'll go ahead and grab red right up here like that. Grab the paint bucket, and we can start painting in whatever we want red. Pick another color. Ooh, I don't know, something like nice deep purple. grab the paint bucket and start painting in. Grab yet another color, something like a pale green right around here. Grab the paint bucket and maybe make the green a little bit darker for these portions here. Whoop, see I made a mistake because right here it wasn't closed off. I'll go ahead and undo that. Come down here. Let's go ahead and, with the eyedropper tool, grab the color black, come down to the bottom here. You see right here it escaped. So all we do is grab the pencil again and just close that off right there. And that should allow us to do that again. Let's go back to that green with the eyedropper tool, grab the green, grab the paint bucket, and paint in right there. And there it is. That's all there is to it. And finally, let's go to the background. We'll give it a nice pale blue right around there. Paint bucket, and there we go. And finally, we'll end up with the snow here, and paint bucket, and boom. And that's all there is to it for coloring a graphic design. This is Rich calling it quits for this tutorial, saying over and out.